When I first entered the monastery, I believed that silence would be my greatest teacher. But over the years, I learned something deeper. Silence reveals which voice you listen to most, your head or your heart. And today, I want to ask you a simple but powerful question. Are you ruled by logic or emotion? Not as a label, not as a test of strength or weakness, but as a mirror to help you see the way your mind works, so you can live more intentionally. Let me share a story. There was a young man who came to our monastery. He was brilliant, sharp, analytical, always asking questions. One day he asked me, "If I think clearly, make smart decisions, and avoid emotional chaos, isn't that the best way to live?" I smiled and said, "It's like building a house with only bricks and no mortar. Strong, but brittle." You see, logic is powerful. It gives us structure, discipline, direction. It keeps us from drowning in every storm that passes, but it also keeps us at a distance, safe, but sometimes disconnected. And then, there are those who lead with emotion. They feel everything deeply. They don't just walk into a room, they absorb it. They cry with the grieving, rejoice with the joyful, and can sense pain even in silence. But sometimes they're swept away by the tide of their own feelings. One harsh word, one closed door, and they spiral, lost in thought, unsure what's real and what's reaction. Both are beautiful, both are dangerous. So which one rules you? We'll take a short quiz in a moment to help you discover that. But first, remember, neither logic nor emotion is your enemy. The true challenge is learning to listen to both, without being enslaved by either. Before we take the quiz, I'll give you another teaching from the monastery. There's a meditation we practice called Samapati, a state where we observe thoughts without becoming them. I once sat with a monk who had lost everything, his family, his village, his sight in one eye. Yet he smiled more than any of us. I asked him how he managed to stay so calm. He said, "Brother, pain is not the problem. It's my story about the pain that decides if I suffer." He used logic to understand his feelings and emotion to stay connected to the people around him. He was balanced, and peace lived in him. Now let's take the quiz. Be honest with yourself. There are no right answers, only reflections. Choose A or B for each question. Question 1. When making a big decision, do you A. List pros and cons and look at it logically, B. Tune into your feelings and let your heart decide? Question 2. When a loved one is upset, do you A. Stay calm, offer advice and solutions, B. Sit with them, feel what they feel, no fixing, just presence? Question 3. You're offered an amazing opportunity that pulls you away from what's familiar. A. You calculate the benefits and risks. B. You ask, will this bring me joy? Will it feel right? Question 4. In conflict, do you A. Focus on the facts, B. Focus on how people feel? Question 5. When receiving criticism, A. You detach, analyze, and learn. B. It hurts, first emotionally, then intellectually. Count your A's and B's. More A's, your path is led by the mind. More B's, your heart holds the compass. A mix, you're on the path of balance, and that is rare and powerful. But here's the truth, no quiz can tell you. You are not your mind. You are not your emotions. You are the awareness beneath them. And when you learn to pause, to watch without judgment, to listen without reacting, you begin to lead yourself instead of being led. So today, I leave you with this. Use your logic to protect your peace. Use your emotion to deepen your compassion. But above all, use your awareness to know when each is needed. If this reflection opened a door for you, take a moment, breathe, share your result in the comments. Mind-led, heart-led, or both. And if you want more teachings like this, more stillness in your life, subscribe and join our growing community. Until then, walk slowly, Breathe deeply, live gently,